like when you watch podcasts, there's different roles in it. People play, and there's different personalities. And sometimes if two people are the same, it doesn't work. And sometimes if they're two like at the opposite ends, it doesn't work either. You get what I'm trying to say? So with me and Kai, it's probably like a decent balance. And obviously when a guest comes on, they add that
extra bit. I think it's vital because, like, for my podcast, for example, our one common denominator is music. So like, man knows, but then we're all different in terms of some. Like we know that we love hip hop, we love R&B, but someone may love, like, one of them loves Lana Del Rey and that.
Swear down.
Do you get what I mean? So, but he can come with that aspect and talk about that. Whereas I'm talking, like, on the podcast, I'll be talking about the UK music because they won't listen to that as much. Do you get what I mean? So the gel is so much different.
How did you man's thing start?
Flip it. I've listened to podcasts for ages, innit?
Like, how long would you say?
I would say probably since 2016.
Swear.
Yeah.
That's early still.
You know, so the first one was actually The Brilliant Idiots.
I've heard that.
Charlemagne's one.
Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz.
That's just 2 man deep, innit?
2 man deep. Yeah. I watched that. I listened to them, but they're reckless, innit? So it was perfect. And then I caught on to, I actually saw Chucky. Do, but he done something on SoundCloud. I saw him doing the chats on, like, Link Up TV and whatnot with some artists, and then I saw that he was doing something with Poet, and Poet is someone that we've seen a character that we've seen for ages. So I listened to the actual first episode when it came out.
Swear down.
And then that, along with Brilliant Idiots, is the only 2 I was listening to for ages. And then last year, or 2018, I got into the Receipts podcast.
What's going on?
No. But you know why it's good? Because I was listening to women that are older than me.
So you're trying to get tricks for the
tricks
for the play,
tricks for the trade. You get what I mean? I'm trying to see. You get me? I'm trying to see what I'm not doing right. You get what I mean? Or what I am doing right.
I respect it.
So that was good. I got into that, and then I just thought, I really want to do it, but you know, picking someone to do it with, you have to gel with. And then me and one guy at work, Michael, we used to debate about music all the time, bro, to the point where people at my work in the office are like, right, you guys are gonna do work now? Like, man's all shouting, man's doing work. And then he was like, I've got this boy, my boy that I used to go uni with, probably good. So we said, all right, let's do a pilot. Pilot ended up being the first episode.
And you used it?
Yeah, we used it, and a year later,
cookie crumbles.
And still doing it. Yeah, man. So
it's good still.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it, man. It's an outlet. I was saying to Kai earlier that it's an outlet for me to, because I'm not someone that goes on Twitter or whatnot.
It's
just an outlet for me to talk on what I want to talk on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've been thinking about the Twitter thing though.
Jumping on Twitter, I don't.
Bro. Man's on it, but not like that. I'm not a tweeter, innit?
I
see Kai, but you know what? I see Kai's tweets, and I'm like, bruv, I want to get in on the action, but I can't really because it's not
volatile
like
place
that.
sometimes, bro.
It's crazy.
It's a minefield out there, you know. Twitter's a dangerous thing, rude boy. Like the other day, Lippy flipping tweeted about music, innit? And he was like, the grassroots of music is shit. And I was laughing at the tweets. I was like, the man them always analogy everything to football. Man said the grassroots.
I'm even thinking, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah, like he's basically saying, like, you know, the GRM, like all the videos that go on and you just don't know who the artist is. Like, just the grassroots of music. So like all them videos that are not GRM Premiere, that's what it had in my head. I laughed at it. And Myram replied a question mark on me straight away.
Who?
I said, Lippy, yeah, bro, I'm just laughing at the tweet. Like, I don't want no smoke in this field. I'm just here to enjoy my life. I'm just a civilian. Like, allow me.
I don't want the smoke.
Like, yeah, bro. You see sometimes on Twitter, like, because there's no tone in it. There's no.
That's the
you
thing.
can't tell what someone's thinking. I just laughed at the tweet, you know. And I put a question mark straight away. I said, yeah, this guy's on votes, fam. I don't want no smoke in this field. Like, leave me alone.
Are you on Twitter, Ty?
Bro, I've got Twitter, but I'm telling
you,
on it like that. Bro, see, for me, if you see it, I speak about this all the time. I hate Twitter, but it's beautiful at the same time. Like, my thing is that there's too many people shock factors, like trying to do a shock factor thing on there. So people are saying wild stuff that they don't live by. They don't mean, but it's gonna get hella retweets.
It travels, bro. News travels fast.
And
news travels
I'm
fast.
not. I will lose on Twitter. Like, so if I'm actually trying to speak to someone about something, they're gonna say something funny, and I'm gonna be the butt of the joke. Do you get what I mean? On Twitter, man. I don't. Twitter's too much for me.
You know what it is with Twitter? Yeah, it's just social commentary for me, bro. Like the Chip and Stormzy thing.
Yeah,
it's mad how bro. You know, like back in the day, I don't know, like even football. I used to go and Google the results. I now go on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like it gives me all the information I need, like with the social life of what's going on. Like to see the Chip and Stormzy thing, I just went on Twitter. All the memes, everything you want to find, is there. It's flipping hilarious, man.
Yeah, it's active.
It's so
people
funny,
vent on there, which is not good though, because a lot of the time, like now in the generation we're living in, it's like when you have a thought, it's like people go straight to the internet to share it. And sometimes your first thought may be rash. Or like out of tune. Or like
inappropriate.
Do you know what I mean? And people are going to Twitter to air their thoughts on that. And at times it's like, bro, we've even spoken about it before, like when they bring the shit back up. And it's like, raw, man said this back in 2015. And man's still getting... You know what I'm saying?
Cancelled for
man's getting corned for it, so you have to be careful still. And that's probably the reason why, because I remember back in the day when Twitter come out, and then there was that the first wave of Twitter. Man was on it then, and I think man was tweeting hard still, and then I deleted it. So like all the mad shit man probably had out there is gone. You know what I'm saying? So man had a clean slate.
Rage as well.
Man had a clean slate.
Like, what is it, about 6 months ago? I'm not gonna lie, I done a deep dive on my thing. I put in some keywords and deleted it. Like, I put in some keywords and I said, I said some reckless stuff, you know. But I got rid of it.
Bro, I can't remember. I remember, like, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I know, like, what man's mindset was back then. Ignorance, so I can only imagine.
And how much you've changed now, innit? Like you can, you don't think those things.
100%.
I looked at other men's tweets and screenshotted them. Still kept up on my things, just in case. You get me later on. You wanna do bands? You get me? Man's on you. I got my thing ready for you. You get me? I had to DM a couple, man. Like, bro, you see, man, found this. Let's remove that. You know, remove that, because when this comes to light, boy, you're finished.
Yeah, man.
Twitter's a
Twitter's man. Like for me. Like what you were saying about when you have those initial thoughts, I'd rather go to someone that I chat to, like for me, like a group chat, and put that thought there, because man's mind might change. Say like I say something to one of you lot, and then you say your perspective. I might go, oh right, actually, that's right. Do you get what I'm saying? Like even thinking about some of the stuff about the Stormzy and Chip thing, I had some initial thoughts, and then afterwards, after chatting with some people, I'm like, oh, you know what, maybe.
Fair enough.
Maybe fair enough. Do you get what I'm saying? So Twitter, I think
it's just got different rules out there. Twitter's got its own rules.
I think it's a dangerous place to air your stuff still. Especially, do you know what? Especially, I don't know, if you're trying to work within certain industries, you know what I'm trying to say? Or if you're trying to like, I don't know, if you're trying to build a business, like there's some shit you could say that people may hold against you.
Yeah, you can't have an
opinion. You can't. And even like with the, because like in the I'd say in the, I wouldn't say black community, but
definitely minority.
Yeah, like homophobic stuff.
Oh yeah.
Is like it's you come across it a lot. You know what I'm trying to say? And stuff like that, bro.
But we touched on that before.
It's kind of like it's a part of just man's vocab.
Yeah. Bad as it sounds, it was. Like
which in a way, man needs to kind of, you know, unlearn a lot of the stuff that we used to do and say. But like some of the stuff is just said.
Oh man, listen to tunes. I'm Jamaican. Man, listen to tunes and
it's the bashment thing.
You get me?
It's normal.
It's just part and parcel of the thing.
You used to scream it when man was young without really even thinking about
what it means.
Just scream it.
It's just part of
all that stuff. Like man, have to really be careful what man's saying now. Still,
it's a sensitive world
on the Twitter.
Or if you're gonna say it, you have to be ready to stick by it. Like, if you firmly believe in it,
forget all the paragraph thing. Sorry later.
Yeah, forget the sorry later thing. You have to be firm in yourself that if there is any repercussions, you're gonna stick by your word.
No, I heard that.
People can grow though, innit? So it's a bit.
And that's why I always say this. Like as humans, it's alright to be a hypocrite, you know. And it's alright to be wrong and then come back and say, like no one's perfect. We're all learning.
People don't want to say that though. Like if you're wrong, they're just gonna hold it against you. There's nothing I can do. I think the podcast thing was sick though. What we was talking about. What do you man think? Going back to the podcast thing, what do you man think the future of this thing is? Obviously, I think like podcasts have been around. They've been around for a while, but I think they've like in the last 3, maybe 4 years, have like taken off, and it seems like everyone has got one now. Like that was one of the reasons, why man was like, I don't even know if man want to do this. Because everyone's got one, innit? So it's like, does man want to, is it going to look like man is jumping on the wave, jumping on the bandwagon, you get what I'm trying to say? So I was a bit skeptical at first, but I feel like it's going in the right direction, but I'm thinking, is there so many now that it's just going to get saturated? You know how like there's just bare music now? It's like, who do you listen to?
I don't know. I don't believe in that, you know. I listened to I can't remember what podcast, so apologies. But someone said like there's bare TV channels and no one complains. There's bare TV shows. Like if you go on Sky, my Sky goes up to like channel 700 or something, bro.
It's interesting.
No one, or like how many shows per channel? No one says there's too many TV shows. So.
But there's something for everyone.
Exactly.
I actually touching off that. That's exactly what I think. Like I always remember something that like 50 Cent said when he done the vitamin water thing, where he said something like he walked into a shop, he saw bare different bottles of water. It's all water. Just different brands. So man's just gonna call call it you get what I mean? And sell it for £3. Do you get what I mean? So,
package it right, innit?
Yeah, that's what it is. And I think there's bare different clothing brands, there's bare different TV programs, like you said. I think my only thing, what I'm thinking about podcasts now, is that what is going to happen for lower and mediocre podcasts? So like it feels like the
grassroots.
The grassroots.
The grassroots
do you get what I mean? Like you lot starting up, my podcast starting up, we know it's tough getting numbers, getting more viewers and whatnot. But even then, say like you do get to a certain point, what does it, because there's bare people, there's the Joe Rogans, the Joe Buddens and whatnot, getting the big deals. What does it mean for like someone like us
League
when
one.
we like how much can we get out of it? Do you get what I mean? Like I know there's advertising and whatnot, but I'm wondering how well can we monetize it? Of course, YouTube is an outlet, but I wonder if places like Spotify, Apple are gonna do more with streaming to monetize it, because it's not monetizing any of these streaming sites.
I think it goes with what you were saying though, like what we were saying when we came here. Sometimes, although of course we want it to be successful, that's why you start anything. But the fact that it's enjoyable and it's an outlet is enough sometimes. Like if the numbers don't match, but man feels good after.
That's why man do it.
Like Rob, man actually really. Like you said, man, I had an opinion about something. I just shared it with my brethren, but it's on the camera, it's on the mic. Like, so sometimes it just helps anyway with your day-to-day life, which will just help you. Because sometimes people just keep these thoughts in. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So podcasting can just help with that. It doesn't always. Of course, like I said, you want to be successful, but it's not going to be easy, and nothing I guess is easy, but. Just work hard and get there, innit?
I think what happened, you man seen what happened with the Joe Budden thing.
The
deal.
With the deal. So it was mad interesting to see that unfold, because obviously like there's so many of us in the space right now. It's like man them like in the Premier League, Champions League of this thing are going through like the first motions of this process. It's like obviously music's been around for time, movies. As an actor coming in, like what you're getting into. You may know how to maneuver because there's been so many before you. But with this podcast shit, it's like 3, 4, 5 years old. So really they know examples of like how to come in and maneuver. You get what I'm trying to say? So us man are coming in as like newcomers, and it's like we don't know really like where this can go. Not fully, because we haven't seen it. No one's done it. You get what I'm trying to say?
That's why.
But like seeing that, it was mad. I was thinking like, obviously them lot have decided to like go solo, I think.
They're doing
but it's mad seeing that still, and knowing like, alright, we don't know we know what we're doing, like we enjoy it, innit? But like, where can this go? Where's this going in like the next 10 years? You feel me?
I think what is sick about the Joe Budden one though, and why I rate him, is for him shedding light on that. Man saying that he was still in contract with them. He only just done the last podcast for them the other day. He was, and that already breaks down doors to let people know that these are the conversations that are happening, And you get what I mean?
He did the Gareth Bale Ozil thing.
Yeah.
Literally. That's under contract, but bruv, fuck this place.
That's exactly what he done. So he let it out, and what it seems, which is actually interesting, like what I've seen now, he's doing the Joe Budden network.
Yeah.
And now he's getting podcasts on his network, and then Charlemagne's got something as well. So I don't know. It seems like a lot they're tapping on and saying, "Rah, all right." There's going to be different podcast networks that are going to try and monetize different people's podcasts.
Yeah.
In a better way, because at the moment, bruh, you just go to the same
YouTube,
same monopolies to release your content, innit?
Yeah.
But then if there's maybe a Joe Budden network or something that are going to run ads next to your,
all his listeners will be there. Innit?
Them man said that Spotify get like, I don't know, like when someone listens to your stuff, whereby if you was like a musician, they'd break it down, and then there's a certain piece that goes to the label, to obviously the artist or the musician, and then the streaming service. Like, bro, I think it's like, I'm not even sure the percentage. So I can't.
It's
really
high though for podcasts,
but I think it's like a lot.
It's a lot
because there's no middle. There's no.
There's nothing. They take it all.
Yeah, they take
and
it.
That's why they were so smart, because what they do, they make you go exclusive to Spotify. Yeah. So now all your audience has to come over to there. So firstly, they've subscribed. Or they may not have subscribed, but and then if they don't subscribe, there's ads. So they're either getting a subscription fee or an ad fee.
So
and it's going all to them.
But that's how they lock you in. Do you know what, Kai? Maddest thing.
I don't have Spotify.
I was thinking about it.
I don't even have Spotify.
I know.
Is it?
No.
What are you on? No streaming things.
Apple Music.
Oh, you're on Apple. That's
Yeah,
me.
it's a Spotify.
You gotta be on the Spotify
thing.
Anyway,
if Apple come true and want to drop the ban, the man them don't mind. You get what I mean? The man them, we don't mind. You get what I mean?
Man was thinking though, like, if man was like, if me and Kai was to get like approached by someone, you know what I'm trying to say? If man was to get approached by a company and they wanted to do a deal, I was thinking like, do we do it? Because what man's thinking is, alright, they may drop a bag, but like, is it gonna be worth it in the long term? If we have to, what they've done, they've signed the contract with Spotify. They bring all their listeners over there, and then you're in contract. You get paid, but like if you want to raise, which they wanted, which they didn't get, it's like it's mad difficult. You know what I'm trying to say? But man's still in contract. And then if you want to skeet, you've already brought all your audience over there. So it's a bit mad. Exactly. Like you're in a catch-22 now. So you can leave and do your own thing, but you've already they've already made money off you.
They've done what they needed to do.
You know what I'm trying to say?
It's about, you have to know what you're worth as well, because
it's hard.
You may be, if you do it independently somehow, I don't know how else, you may be able to accumulate that money. But when that bag comes, like say like you had 20 M's or something.
Yeah.
When you're hearing that type of money,
I am signing.
We gotta talk about that still, Kai.
You might gotta talk about
what cameraman needs to look at. We're signing. We're signing.
But you have to be careful, because say like that 20 M's, means that they own your YouTube.
I know, and then they end up
they
making 120 M's off you.
Yeah, and then if you do start doing live shows, that's them.
You don't get paid for it.
Yeah, mad bread in that, you know.
Live shows is good bread for podcasters now. So if you think about it, it's about what else are you signing off to them. If you was just signing that audio exclusive to Spotify, you might be like, all right, cool.
20 M's, man might consider
it. Depends on your situation, innit? Depends on your situation.
And what numbers you're seeing. Because you may see numbers that actually over the course of 4 years, I can make, I don't know, 18 M's. Yeah. But it will mean more to me.
Yeah.
Doing that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Depends, man. It just depends, innit? Like,
even at M, bro, I can't lie.
I know. I don't know why I went to 20 M's still.
20, you don't need to ask me.
Even at M still.
Depends, man, because like we don't, like you said, we don't know where this can go fully. Even like your Joe Biden's and that, they ain't reached their potential. Joe Rogan, they ain't reached their potential. So if you do get 20, let's say you do get M, you don't even know if that's the peak. It's just peak to you because you ain't seen it before. Do you get it? So 1 million is 100% more than I've been offered now. So to me in my head, it's take
it's wavy. Like, it's the best.
Exactly, it's the best thing. Exactly, but
There's no benchmark.
There's no benchmark, and that's where it gets techie in the industry like this, isn't it? When you ain't got nothing to compare it to, bro, you just kind of guess.
And that's where them man are now, because they have no examples before them, so they're just like maneuvering. Exactly, but for us, I think it's sick. Like where we are right now, obviously us man are in our 20s. You know what I'm trying to say? Them man in like their 30s, their 40s. Yeah. Get me? There's I think Joe Rogan. How old's Joe Rogan?
Definitely.
Probably like pushing 50.
And he's been doing this content thing for
time, innit?
What day? Ages.
But see, even like watching them, man, it's like, bro, that's sick. Because imagine when we're like 10 years deep in this thing, it's gonna look completely different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say?
Be mad.
It's gonna look completely different.
It's interesting to see where it's going though, because even us being in the UK, we're even a little bit more behind, so we're only seeing some people get Spotify deals or whatnot. But what is interesting is that everything we're hearing is Spotify.
Yeah, it's like there's no other thing,
when the other ones do catch up though, and you know, because I think Apple are doing their thing as well, they're starting to play more into it.
Yeah,
trust me, when they
why is it only Spotify doing this thing?
They must have their ear to the streets.
Yeah, I remember when Spotify.
There's defo some black people more about Spotify in it, 100%. The way they're plugging the man, them different, mad, bro.
But when they came on though, I remember them like their marketing was podcasting, something like.
But maybe we going back to that money thing we just said, because they know they make more money off the podcast than music, because they keep a more percentage of podcasts. So that might tie into why they think, fam, let me push that angle, because you get me, it's better for us as a business. And remember, it's a business. All right, we're looking to see what we can make, and you get me, they're going to come and offer us something, but they're a business. The business holder should always win. It doesn't make sense for any business to offer you a deal that makes them less than what they did before they offered you.
100%.
No point them doing the deal. So somewhat in return, they're looking to make a profit. That's part of life, isn't it? It's just like anything. You've got the service. If someone wants to buy it off you, you got to make yourself a profit and them a profit if you're servicing them for them or applying the service for them. So
they've definitely, they know what they're doing, innit? They've seen potential in your thing. They're saying rah, and you know they'll make it sound sweet to you, innit? Like you might not need to set up your own cameras and whatnot. You don't have to pay for the studio and whatnot.
Butter it over.
Butter it over. But these times it's not a penny out of their pocket, and they know what if they're saying 20 M's or 1 M, they're making 3 M's.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? They know what they're doing, but it's just about. And sometimes that might be a good deal for you. Like, you might say, right, do 1 M, do the 3 years or whatever. But then off the back of that, you may be way bigger and be able to say,
do your own thing.
Do my own thing.
So, I don't think Joe Budden's going to be any worse off leaving the thing. I think he's better off. So.
No, they're good.
Exactly.
Good. Definitely. They're comfy. 100%. They're comfy. Numbers are mental.
Them numbers are mad.
They're comfy.
But just going off it, they'll be calm, bro. Don't think anyone needs to worry over there. I think, like you said, it's all new to us. So once you figure out the blueprint, you kind of work from that. But there isn't one right now, innit? You just maneuver as you can.